Hey everyone, how are you? So I want to document my healing journey. Um, I've seen a lot of people on TikTok talk about the Bio Advanced Medical Center, and I thought it would be a good idea to document my healing journey as well. I recently went to Tijuana, Mexico to the Bio Advanced Medical Center. Because I heard such great things about it, not through TikTok, but through my family. My aunt has been going to Dr. Calzada for 30 years now, and I've heard her mention him, that he's healed everyone in the family. I've never really had a serious illness. I've never had to go to him. He's actually a doctor and a homeopath doctor as well. And he treated hundreds of people, healed hundreds of people of chronic illnesses and just a lot of other deadly illnesses. I won't say anything because I don't want to get in trouble, but yeah, I heard great things about him. So I just literally went to him, so I can't give you guys any testimonials or anything yet, but I just wanted to document my healing journey. I haven't started this protocol yet, but I just want to tell you a little bit about my situation, and so you know where I'm coming from. So I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder last year. I was hospitalized for about a week in October after I got pneumonia. I was sick since the beginning of last year. I got pneumonia from visiting a family member that was in hospice, and I've never had any lung issues ever before in my life, not even when I think I got COVID in 2023. And all of a sudden my body could not fight the infection. And they were just throwing antibiotic at me, hoping it would work. It was making the situation worse. So I got so sick that obviously I was hospitalized for a week, but the doctors were scared. They were like, "What the hell?" And then they diagnosed me with autoimmune, the Sjogren's, and some other autoimmune. And normally when you have one, you have two or three. And so I was like, "What? I have an autoimmune?" And so I've had bad experiences with doctors here in the U.S. I've been to the top doctors, and actually I have one of the best doctors here in California, and they still, I don't know, I don't think they really truly want to heal you. So they have me on medication. They just want to keep you on medication. I just felt like I wasn't getting the answers that I needed. And just so you guys know, I went to when I was in the hospital, I developed a lung disease called interstitial lung disease, which is not fun. It can be very dangerous. It basically is lung scarring from having people sometimes that have COVID get it. Mostly people that have COVID, it basically attacks your lungs, okay? And it creates scarring in the lung, and severe cases, you can lose your lung, okay? It's not fun, and it's pretty scary. So basically, I've been in pulmonary rehab. I had an infection all the way till July of this year. We're talking about more than a year with chronic, just infection after infection after infection, right? And so I was crying to my mom one day. I was like, I don't think these people are going to help me. I don't. And then we talked to my aunt. My mom's like, you know what? Let's talk to your aunt because she swears by this doctor in Mexico. And so, yeah, one thing to note also, I forgot to mention, is that when they treated me at the hospital, they were freaking out because they're like, you're too young to have this disease. Only women in their 80s get that lung disease, And so I was like, oh my God, am I going to freaking die or what? And so it's really scary. And I was like, oh my God, like, they were talking about lung transplants if it gets worse and all that stuff. And I was like, excuse me, like, that's not going to happen. And so basically what I did is long story short, I went to Tijuana. My aunt actually, there's a 6-month waiting period minimum to see this doctor. He is so in demand, this doctor, okay? That people from all over the world, Mexico, throughout Mexico, Spain, Arizona, US, mostly people from the US and Europe were in his office, okay? I was shocked. I mean, not surprised because, of his reputation. So, I was like, this is the last resort. I cannot. And I told my mom, there's no way that I can deal with the U.S. doctors right now. Like, I don't think they want to help me, And so sorry, I'm all over the place because I'm thinking all these things. But so basically, I went to see him. What happened was I was on the waiting list for 6 months, and my appointment was in January. My aunt called me because she knows the staff, and she says, hey, they called me from the office. They said, I have an appointment, a cancellation. Does your niece want the appointment? And so I was super excited. I was like, oh my God, yes. They're like, it's for tomorrow. Can you make it tomorrow? And I said, yes. So my mom took me, and I'm just going to let you guys know right now, this is expensive. It's not like cheap, okay? Because it's out of pocket. I mean, there's no insurance. Your insurance is probably not going to cover this. Obviously, you're in a different country. So you have to take enough money, they'll let you know. They'll let you know when you talk to them, roughly around how much you're going to spend. But this is the initial consultation. So I got in. They do blood work when you first get there. And then after the blood work, they, if you have any medical records from the U.S. you want to submit beforehand, I did. And they already knew your situation. They already knew my situation because I had to fill out, like a questionnaire, submit a bunch of information to their website before I can even go to see them, right? Because you go in and they already kind of know your situation, right? That's how they approve the appointment. So anyway, I went there, and it was amazing. I love their building. They have like an organic cafe with like gluten-free food, really healthy food and stuff like that. So that was great. I saw Dr. Calzada, the senior, because he's I guess his family works also as doctors. So I think he has a son. And yeah, but I saw the Dr. Calzada, and yeah, he was amazing. The first thing he told me, they wanted to do a blood cell analysis so you can see on the screen your immune system, and he told me immediately what was going on. He told me basically that I've been sick for a long time. He said, your situation, you've been sick for a long time, with infection. You must have gotten infection somewhere down the line. They didn't treat you right. They just threw whatever antibiotic was, and that's true. Exactly what happened. They just started just giving me random antibiotic. I kept getting sick again. More antibiotic. He's like, it came to the point where your body cannot fight anymore to defend. Now your immune system, he said, is pissed. And it's, now it can't fight back. Like, it can't, so when I got pneumonia, I almost literally died because my body was just not fighting back. And plus they gave me the wrong antibiotics, because I didn't even know what was there. It was just like giving me random antibiotics. Like, oh yeah, that's just a general antibiotic we give somebody for pneumonia. And they're like, well, it's not working. Well, it's not working, And I'm like, yeah, well, because you don't even figure out what bug I have, So anyway, long story short, he told me that I had, Bartonella, and I don't know what other germ I had. It's almost like some of the I've seen some videos of you guys, of the people that have gone to Bio Advance, talking about they have Lyme. He didn't say I had Lyme, but a lot of the bacteria that they had, I had. So he didn't exactly say Lyme, but he said I had, he pointed out the bacteria I had. I also have Candida. And he told me there was stuff in my cells that what basically he's like, you, once they get in your cells, you're infected for life, right? And he said, you know what? The doctors in the US created your autoimmune. Yeah? And they're not planning on healing you. You know that, right? And I said, yeah, I know. I know. I figured they don't want to. So, long story short, I left there so happy. And also, he's what do you call it, naturopath as well. So he doesn't just address your physical illness, but your emotional and mental illness too, because that's what's driving your autoimmune, right? So he, you know, they're like asking you how you're doing in life, how you're feeling, are you stressed about anything? He wants to really get in your head, right? And so I told him, I even kind of broke down crying. I was like, you know, like, this is going on and I just feel overwhelmed and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, yep, now I know why you're sick. He's like, I know why you're sick. And so he said, he started saying to the girl, you know, give her this drops and this and that. And he said, yeah, pretty much I know why you got sick. I know how it started. And yep. So this is what he prescribed. I'm just going to let you guys know. These are the drops he prescribed. I don't know what's in them, so I don't know. Don't ask. It was just given to me with instructions on how to take them. I have to take them for 3 weeks, and you have to put the drops, I think breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 10 drops of each bottle underneath your tongue, okay? That's for the holistic side, the emotional and all that stuff. And then I have to actually, so basically what he said for me is that as a result of all those years of abuse, of them just giving me antibiotic, not really treating me right, it led to my lung issue because of the freaking pneumonia and autoimmune, right? And he's like, yeah, you're fine. You're not gonna lose your lung. He's like, I've treated people that had the same thing as you and they're alive. Okay, so basically I have to take before, by the way, you guys, he said, you need antibiotics for the germs you have. I can't even give you antibiotics right now because your body is so just shot, okay? I mean, I was really sick, guys, really sick. I couldn't even get out of bed. And I'm sure a lot of you guys struggle with this. I've seen a lot of TikToks of people crying and stuff. I was with you, okay? So, I'm still recovering from my lung issue from March of last year. Yeah. So I took a chance. I went to this doctor. This is what he gave me, okay? It's a personalized prescription here. You can't just order this stuff and, think you're healing yourself or whatever. He has to prescribe it and he has to see you. Because it's a personalized consultation. Okay, not everyone has the same thing. Not everyone is going to be treated the same way. I have to do this protocol detox, and then I have to also get rid of gluten and dairy. He said I can still have a little bit of dairy, but it has to be lactose milk, which is not bad, but I'm sad that I can't eat like cheese and stuff like that. This is the detox that I have to do. I have so many pills, you guys. So I haven't even started them. So don't ask me how it's going because I haven't even started. I'm starting tomorrow. This is a detox. It's to get rid of fungal toxins, right? And mold and stuff. And then I I have to take this immune support. This is high quality stuff, okay? And then this, enzymes, because of my digestion. Advanced B complex, sorry. And this one, okay? All this I have to take, I have to start this protocol. I've been kind of delaying starting it because I was not ready to change my diet. I was like, oh my God, I have to make all these changes. But I have to because I want to get better. Okay, this is the book, Bio Advanced Medical Center. They don't just offer detox. This guy, it does stem cell. See? The treatments are detox and nutrition. That's where I'm starting. He says I'm also going to need, at some point, a stem cell. Okay? They also give, nutrition through the IV, like the vitamins and stuff. Then they offer, the therapeutic massages. He treats it from a holistic point of view, but also a medical, okay? It's regenerative medicine, stem cell therapy, right? Ozone therapy. What else? Transfer and growth factors of the cell. I don't know what that is. Plasma injections. I'm just letting you guys see the integrative medicine. Yeah, so the treatments, they offer a lot of treatments. Magnets, therapy. Oh, okay, so this is what I got done. Life cell and dark field microscopy, okay? 1 drop of blood, he can see it under a microscope, and he tells you exactly what you have, exactly the bugs you have, everything. This is what he actually did for me, okay, guys? And this is what he saw, everything. So that's like $50, I think, when you go. Part for the consultation was like $170 or something, like 100 and something. And then this was like $50. Okay, then he offers neural therapy. I didn't have all these therapies because, I'm starting off slow. I'm starting off with the nutrition because he can't even give me antibiotic right now. My body is so harmed by it. And so basically, he has healed people of the big C, if you know what I mean. He has healed people of diseases that, like, literally your organs are going to be taken out, and he rescued them. My aunt told me that she had to almost get her colon removed here in the U.S., and then she went to him, and he saved her colon. I don't exactly know what was wrong with her colon, so I don't know. Don't ask me. She just told me that, mentioned that when she was talking about him, and she was like, you need to go see him. I'm like, okay, I will, because I've never been this sick before in my life. So, and then they gave me just like the instructions on, how to take it and everything. So I'm starting tomorrow, guys. I will catch up with you guys in like 2 months when I'm done with this. He gave me about a 2 to 3 month supply of this, and then he's gonna check my blood cells under the microscope again to see if the infection is gone. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he told me that I have a condition. He didn't say autoimmune. He said, I'm sure I have an autoimmune, he said. But he's like, you don't know what causes the autoimmune, right? There's a lot of things that go into this illness, right? That gets triggered. He said I have a condition called multiple infectious syndrome, something like that. I have multiple infections in my body. Yeah. And that's what's making me chronically ill. It's just making me sick. I've got infection after infection after infection. So he says right now we're just going to do your detox, get your immune system back up. Then we're going to do the, we're going to do the, then next step, we're going to check your blood, and we're going to give you some antibiotic to clear out that germ, the bacteria you have in your body. And then we're going to go from there. He said it's going to take a while, but I'm going to heal you. And so I have faith in God that he's gonna heal me, because I've seen so many people on TikTok, and even like if you go to his website, BioAdvance, and you hear the testimonials, you'll know. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just filming a video showing you guys the stuff. I'm not showing my face right now. But yeah, and so this is like my little recipe here that they give me, and they give me a list of how to take this, and where is it? Somewhere over there. And for now, I'm just, healing my body. I'm detoxing. I'm changing my diet, getting rid of the sugar, the dairy, or at least switching to lactose. And I have to eliminate gluten. So wish me luck. And if you guys have any questions, I'm just starting my journey now. So I'll keep you updated. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye.